All right. Well, thank you very much for doing this. I really appreciate it. So what I'll do just to start out, I'll just get you to introduce yourself for the camera. What's your name?
My name is Mary Brown.
And what is your relationship to Jimmy Sweezy?
He's my grandson. He's also the world's biggest douchebag.
He's a douchebag, that's what the world's saying. He's a douchebag, here's how you know I ain't playing. He's a douchebag, there was a vote, it's legit. He's a douchebag, bro don't even give a shit.
I started hiding cash and valuables when he was about 8 years old. I lost a whole box of silverware and an antique radio that I loved so much. And I know goddamn well it was him that took them.
She'll never recover. Get the things back. The family heirlooms, that guy is not just pawned and stolen, but drunk as shit, shooting at in the backyard.
She just gets upset because she thinks that I don't understand him and that maybe he's not doing the right kinds of things that a son should do for their mother or for their grandmother.
That fucking little prick
has a bet in Vegas that his grandma will die before September 1st next year.
He's made a bet on whether his grandmother will live or not. And he's got her dying. He makes money. He got her medical records. He found some bookie in Vegas that'll take this bet.
He bet his grandma would die.
Yeah, I made that bet. But I made it. I made it with a bookie. We went over my grandma's medical history. And
Jimmy called me up one day and he said, I think my grandmother's going to die within a year and I want to make a bet.
I know it looks bad. But really, as I've told you, he's a professional gambler. And there's this thing about having inside knowledge and this edge, And he could place that bet with, I think, someone like a bookie. And all the bookie would have would be like medical records and things like that. The bookie wouldn't really know, how ill or not ill my mother is. So
it's just, I'm trying to find the angle, I know my grandma better than anyone. I love my grandma.
So this bookie, how did he do it? Did you have to...
Well, I brought the information to him.
I said, fuck you. I don't want to take that bet. That's some creepy ass shit.
But you took the bet.
Yeah, of course I took the bet. I'm Brady Wingate. Brady Wingate takes all bets. It's on the buses.
He gave me odds, 8-5, where if she dies this year, I make 8 profit on my $5. It's a little better than 1-1, a little worse than 2-1.
And so you don't see anything wrong with that? Like you have no...
See wrong with making green?
Moral problem?
What am I supposed to...
Well, aren't you kind of wishing for your grandmother to die?
No, of course not. I love my grandma.
So you want to lose this bet?
Well, no. I mean, I love her so much. But if she happened to,
I took her medical charts to 3 different doctors. Believe it or not, there's doctors who specialized in this kind of thing in Las Vegas. They gave me her odds of survival past September. I averaged those out and came back with 8-5, so I gave him 8-5.
He's a professional gambler, and so when he sees the odds and he has that edge, then he has to bet. He just has to, because that's what you do as a professional gambler.
It's a win-win, right? If Nana, lives and I got my grandma, and if, God forbid she was, to pass on, then I get paid. And I'm going to split the money with her anyways, right? I mean, with the estate, right? We moved on. I'm going to get a chunk of the estate anyways.
How he explained it to me, it's kind of like life insurance. If she dies, then we benefit as a family after her death, instead of a big insurance conglomerate that would take half of it probably, and we would be not as well off. So he's really doing something that it's a part of his profession, but it benefits us as a family.
Yeah, but aren't you almost motivated to kill your grandmother, aren't you?
Oh, if she meets with foul play, the bet's off. It has to be like a legitimate good death.
Any foul play, any kind of accident, or even any mysterious circumstance. No bueno, it's got to be natural causes.
But according to Jimmy, there's no need for me to worry anyway, because he has gambler's integrity.
I mean, she's rooting for me to lose. So with my mom, the whole family wants me to lose this one. you know. So I mean, it's fun for the whole family, because I'm the underdog, right? And everyone's like, my grandma's the favorite. It's likely she's gonna live till next year. That's why I got 8-5. Like if the bookie thought my grandma was gonna die this year, then I would get like 3-5 or 4-5. It wouldn't even be worth making a bet. I mean, the bookie obviously, you know, thinks she might die.
Why do you think Jimmy is so sure that his grandma's going to die?
I don't know. He said the last time he was with her, he touched her hand or something, and he felt death. Yeah, the whole thing is just super creepy, and I can't wait for it to be over.
I've never met his grandma, but I'm always like asking, like, what's going on? Is she gonna live? Is she gonna die? Is the bet coming? And all he told me is it looks favorable. So I don't know if that means he's gonna win the bet or that his grandmother's gonna live, because he doesn't say anything else. He just says everything's looking favorable.
You know what? I love Nana, and I love greenbacks. Can't go wrong. The whole thing is a victory for all of us. Everybody involved wins. It's a game without losers. It's heaven.
He's a douchebag. There was a vote, it's legit. He's a douchebag. Bro, don't even give a shit.
What about a surgeon? It would seem pretty counterintuitive if he cut into his own child, but what if he was cutting into his own child to save his child's life? I mean, sometimes things don't seem the way they are. I mean, he was doing it to benefit us, and it makes sense to me. I mean, it made sense to me after he explained it, so I can really understand why some people wouldn't.